broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey everybody, and welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. This is the after show for Chasing Life. Guess who's coming to donate? Episode 13. I'm your host, Heather Joy Smith, and with me tonight, I'm only by myself with one other co-host.
Hey guys, it's Michelle Fee.
And it's just the two of us.
Yes, it is.
And speaking of two, there was lots of couples tonight, which is when we were trying to think of our theme song for tonight. We're like, oh, just the two of us because it's just us two. But it was actually like throughout the whole episode, like couples
or like pairs of people.
Yes. So it just kind of works. So we went
work.
with it. Anyways, tonight I have to say this is probably the most eventful episode we've had yet.
Yes, I agree.
Not like tearjerker eventful, just like lots of things happening.
Lots of like gasping.
Yes.
And like surprises.
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally like our surprises are like us crying by the end of the episode, but it wasn't like that tonight.
Well, it was a little bit near the end.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Yes.
So let's get started and talk about April and Aaron. Aaron is her new boss. He's kind of a jerk. Every time he comes on screen, Michelle and I want to like throw things at him.
We almost did tonight.
Our
pens.
Yeah.
He was such a jerk.
Yeah, I just don't like this guy.
I feel like I guess we can like kind of give him a break because it looks like he's very overwhelmed with this, and he doesn't know how to run a newspaper, so it's like he's doing it for the first time, but at the same time, like, he's being such a huge jerk to her. Granted, she did ask him not to give her, special attention because she has cancer, but, like, be a little more sympathetic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of what, she actually came back today and was like, it was the cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Fessed up to it, it was the cancer. My chemo makes me forget things. It happens.
Yeah, but he was just like, okay.
He's like, okay.
Cool.
He like has no other emotion but, okay, cool. Okay, move on. Let's go. Like,
yeah. He's
nothing.
He's a fast one, that
he
guy.
is.
Yeah, he moves on really quickly.
So he asked her to kind of create a piece that is sappy, Oprah-like, gonna make his wife cry.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes back with a, like, piece on like insurance and hospitals and statistics and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I will say that is really hard to do if you can't brainstorm with your editor in chief. What does he expect her to do? Like, oh, okay, write me something sad.
Okay, that could be so many different things.
Right. Like not getting a puppy for Christmas could be really sad.
That would be really sad to me. I think I would cry.
I think so too. I think a lot of people would cry.
Last time that happened to me, I went and bought my own dog.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not a story about puppies, like not getting puppies for gifts, but
But having cancer and living through it. And that's what he wanted, but she wasn't ready to give it to him.
Yeah, but like he also didn't really say it specifically. He was just like something to make my wife cry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
He's a horrible boss, you guys.
Horrible.
So, she comes back with something, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
And also we have Natalie and her mom Olivia that are back tonight. And after last episode, it was a little rocky start. This episode, it was rocky once again.
Right. I mean, there's not really much to say about that.
No, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I get it too. I get the fact that Natalie doesn't want to go to surgery or whatever to have to give her bone marrow. But at the same time, like, Sara was just really pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's someone's decision. I feel like the most she can ask them is, can you please do this for my daughter? But her pushing it was just kind of crossing the line. And I can understand why Olivia acted the way she did.
Yeah.
She was upset.
She was.
I would be upset too. Like, I can't force someone to just, go through that.
I understand Sarah's, like, hatred toward Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get it 100%.
Right.
But you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Your daughter needs bone marrow from your, I don't know what you call husband. I don't know if ex-husband, mistress's daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that's a lot to comprehend, and I get where Sarah's coming from. But if this is the only person, can you please put aside your drama? Be nice to her, because if you're not nice to this person, you could lose your daughter.
Right. She was being so passive aggressive about it too.
Totally.
And it was really upsetting.
It is. It's just like, get over the drama. Be a grown up.
Right. I mean, also at the same time, she was also like, well, Natalie also needs to be a grown up because she's not here having this conversation. But I feel like if Natalie was there, Sara wouldn't really know how to go about that. Like, she would be passive aggressive, and then Natalie would say something rude, and then she would be super angry about it. So
yeah, and it's not Natalie's fault. Natalie didn't ask for any of this.
She didn't. She was just thrown into it.
She was just born, guys. Just born.
It just happened.
Things happen. Things happen. Get over it. But
well, we'll see
where it goes. I just, with her being a half match and being pretty much the only person that they can really go to right now. I mean, obviously they can go to Sara, but it's more risky. Things might not do as well, but put aside your differences.
Wait, do we know why Uncle George, I mean, I know he's older, but do we know why did he go in to get his cheek swabbed and tested if he was
I would assume so.
Okay. I don't remember them ever talking about it.
I'm wondering if that's like a little too removed, but I still think, I mean, like, you and I could be blood or bone marrow donors, I assume. So I don't know. I would assume he got tested and probably wasn't a match.
Maybe.
I would hope so. Shame on you, George, if you didn't.
I know.
That would be terrible.
That would be terrible.
George and Sarah's relationship kind of put on the line tonight by Mama.
Well, how do you feel about that? I think they're very cute together.
They're so cute together, and I really didn't think twice about it until she brought it up tonight and was like, you guys are hiding this for a reason.
Right.
I still really don't think it's that big of a deal.
I don't know. I think it's odd. Imagine you being in that situation. Your mom sits you down. Your dad has been dead for 2 years.
So awkward.
And then your mom was like, me and your uncle are dating. I would be like, what?
Yeah.
I think that would be a really weird situation to be put in, especially since April is dealing with her whole cancer stuff.
Yeah.
So
it is very odd, but I feel like they're dealing with such a bigger
I agree.
things in their family dynamics right now than this, that this would just kind of, okay, let's move on.
Oh, okay, you're dating.
Cool.
I'm sure they'll revisit it sometime soon.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think this is the end of their relationship.
No.
At all. This is going to continue.
Well, they're technically family. So
well, true.
You can't stay away too long.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Mom needs to butt out.
I think so, too.
It's not her business.
And they're grown up, like you said, they're adults. They can
50 and 60 years old. Come on.
They can do whatever it is they want to do.
I get their whole we want to not tell them right now with the whole situation going on, her health, blah 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 blah, whatever. I get it. Just tell them I don't really know. I just don't tell them.
Do you think they would take it in a hard way?
Or... I think they would kind of be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
This is weird.
Right.
And then they'd get over it 2 days later.
True. I
don't know.
We'll have to see, I guess, until when
it'll be interesting if now that this whole situation has occurred, if next episode, if they kind of bring up Thomas a little bit more, because I feel like he's just kind of been in the back, way in the background. He's not really talked about a whole lot. I mean, other than, the affair type stuff, but not really in April or Brenna's relationship, with their father. I mean, he was at the very beginning of season 1.
Right.
And that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Maybe I'm just looking into this way too much and thinking oh, maybe their relationship wasn't as close as we think it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where this goes.
Yeah.
But Brenna and Natalie kind of, I actually thought at first this was like legit, like they were going to have fun together and like be buddy-buddy.
They did kind of have fun
They kinda
together.
did.
Yeah. I was very surprised that Brenna decided to go, but she was being like a little like two-faced.
Yeah,
You know?
totally two-faced.
I wasn't expecting that from her, especially someone who was like going through a kind of traumatic breakup. I didn't think she had it in her to be like, oh, I'm gonna go spy on my half sister and like pretend to like her and have her change her mind, you know?
Yeah, I didn't think that she would go into this like relationship having an agenda behind it. Like,
Yeah.
it seemed like Brenna's the type of girl that's like, oh yeah, let's go have some fun. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go party and not be grounded at work.
Yeah.
That's the Brenna like I expected, not like, fine, I'll go with you, but like, it's for one reason only, and then I'm gonna throw you under the bus later.
Right. I was surprised she didn't say anything when she was drunk with Natalie at the tailgate party.
I was too.
She started to go on about her relationship with Greer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you decided to go that route. Like, okay. Which was, I feel like their relationship over maybe until the next season, I think it's going to like really blossom. Like they're going
Natalie
to
and
become,
Brenna's?
yeah, Natalie and
Yeah.
Brenna. I think they're going to be a lot closer than April and Brenna.
I think so too.
Just because I feel like April is more of like the perfect sister.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
Brenna's like kind of like the wild child, kind of how Natalie is. They met the first time they went out partying together.
Right.
Like, they're just the wild sisters together.
Yeah, I think they'll have a lot in common.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that relationship is gonna
I think
definitely.
it's trouble.
I think it's definitely trouble, but I think it's gonna blossom, like you said, and they're gonna become closer. Might not be good for the April situation,
No,
but
I feel like it might be hard for April.
yeah, I
to
think
see
so. Were you surprised when the two of them showed up to dinner late, and April kind of took like the matronly like position? Like, what were you doing? Like,
I was very surprised. I was like, well, I mean, kind of yes and no.
yeah,
Yes, because I was surprised because April does, like, you know, she... Actually, I take that back. I was not surprised because she seems like that kind of person. Like, she's very grounded and she's a lot older than we think she is. I keep forgetting that she's only a 20-something-year-old. Like, she's so mature.
She's like 23, 24.
Right. So, no, I wasn't really surprised that she was like that.
I kind of was.
Yeah?
I kind of felt like it was a little out of place.
For her to say that.
Yes, only because I felt like Sara was like the one disciplining her. Like, were you drinking? Like, you know, totally picked up on it like right away.
Right.
And then I feel like Sara was like thinking about like what she was going to say next. And then like April butts into the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of where like Brenna was saying, you know,
I did it for you.
I did it for you,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And then the whole thing goes crazy.
Right. Well, I mean, I feel like that's her personality, though.
Yeah, she is. I get it. Yeah, she is kind of more of a motherly
the older
figure.
sister.
She's the older sister. She wants to watch her younger sister, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was
I
just
think if
weird
I
for
was
you.
in that situation, I would have zipped my mouth.
Right. Well, I feel like because we have maybe gone through something like that we totally understand if a younger sibling does something, we don't say anything at all.
Because we both have younger siblings.
Right. But I don't think April really gets it. I think that she's been a good child her whole life. She doesn't understand what it's like to like go out and party against her parents' wishes. So yeah, I can see why she reacted that way.
In Brenna's mind, she's thinking, I did do this for you.
Yeah.
I only went to this tailgate because I wanted to change her mind.
Right.
Not, oh, I'm going to party like we would assume she would be doing.
Right.
So maybe that had something to do with it too.
Maybe. I don't know.
I definitely think these two are such trouble together. And it's just going to get worse.
But it's going to be like a fun relationship.
Oh, totally.
You know, like
We're going to have fun watching this.
Yeah, we totally need this. I mean, to balance out the sadness and
Yeah.
stuff.
I didn't cry this episode, so
No.
it was a bonus. But that dinner was as disastrous as you could possibly think.
They didn't even get to dinner.
They didn't even get to dinner. before, things were flying and Sara and Olivia were throwing punches, not figuratively.
Yeah. I really wanted Sara to say something, though.
Yeah.
Because Olivia was just, like, egging her on. And it's like, just say it. She's giving you permission to say whatever it is you want to say. Like, she's not going to take it as offensively as someone who isn't asking for it.
Yes.
But I don't know. I really wanted her to say something. You can tell that she was really upset by the relationship, and, like, she's known about it for a very long time. Mm-hmm. So you would think that by now she would kind of be over it.
Yeah, I feel like it could go two ways. Like, it has been building up for years and years and years and years. Maybe she just has to, like, spew it all out. Mm-hmm. Or, it's been building up all these years and you had time to get over it. Yeah. Like,
I really want to see that.
Like,
I
feel like you spewed it all out, like, the first time you guys met. Like, move on.
Yeah. That's probably how it should have been.
It should have been. Like, there was, I feel like the whole argument at dinner was
and at the cafe
and at the cafe is just so overblown, like
so childish.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like we say that a lot.
They're just
they're being petty.
They are,
and it's not about them.
No,
like George said, it's about April.
Exactly,
and she really needs to get over that.
Yeah. Leo also needs to get over being a jerk face.
Yeah. So does Dom.
And, let's get to Dom before we get to Leo.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I love the fact that Beth was over there and just, nope.
Her line was the best. She's like, yes, I love animal print because it reminds me of the Outback or something back home. That was the best line.
We were dying laughing. It was so funny. I'm like, and her face just like completely said it all. Like, I'm completely lying to you, but I'm going to keep going with this because Dominic wants me to say this.
Do you think it was hers though?
No.
Well, like the look on her face kind of made it seem like it was hers, like she was playing a trick or like a prank on him. No, you don't think so?
Well, I didn't even think about that, but that would be interesting.
When it first happened, I thought she did it on purpose because of her reaction.
Yeah.
Like she was laughing, which I think is a funny thing. Like a girl finding another girl.
I thought she was laughing because it was like, haha, you got caught and you're a jerk.
Yeah. That's probably what it was, and I mistook it for the other thing.
But like, it could have been either way. I think either way is kind of funny.
Well, because he was being a total jerk.
He is, and I love that she called him out on it too. Like, April used to say all these great things about you, how wonderful you were. And now look at you.
Yeah.
You're slutting yourself around and hanging out with girls with leopard bras.
Basically. Well, I get that he is still upset. It's been, 2 months now?
I think like 4.
4?
Yeah.
It's been a really long time. And I feel like you need to get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if he's not, like, I don't know if he needs to get over the fact that April moved on to Leo or the fact that he left and she had cancer and he didn't know about it.
I think it was everything.
Everything. Just get over it.
She just needs to get over it. Well, going back to the April, like, not knowing that she had cancer thing, I feel like he shouldn't be upset about that at all because it's not something he really needs to know. You know, like, that's her issue and she will share it with you when she wants to.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't hold that against her.
And I get the fact that she didn't want to share it with him before him leaving. Like, why would she want to ruin his whole trip?
Right.
You know, they just met.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They did just meet. You don't just start dating someone and be like, oh, yeah, and by the way, I just found out I had cancer. Like, it doesn't happen like that.
Sorry. And you're going to Europe.
Yeah.
Bye.
I mean, he would have been a jerk either way if he was like, oh, okay, you have cancer. I don't know how to deal with this, and I'm going to leave you. And he left her regardless.
Yeah. I feel like he just has jerk tendencies, and he's just a jerk face.
I can't believe we liked him at the beginning.
I cannot believe I was Team Dominic, you guys. This is awful. I feel horrible.
It's okay. You don't know how a person really is until you really know them, I guess.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, poor April.
Poor April, but she has Leo now, who, after a rough start tonight, I think is finally giving in.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I feel like a lot of these people on this show needs to realize that the things that they are mad about, that was their decision.
Yeah.
Him going into surgery, that was all him.
Yes.
She didn't tell him to go to surgery.
No.
She also didn't, she didn't tell Dom to go.
Exactly.
But he still went anyway because he wanted to go, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But none of these people should be mad at April.
No.
They should be mad at themselves.
Yes.
They
I
need
love
to be.
you're thinking about all of this. It is so true.
So true.
I mean, I'm glad the fact that he is now going to lift his ban on her visiting him.
Yes.
That's over and done with. That was so childish. Like, get over it. She wants to come see you. If she wants to come see you, you have one friend. You're talking.
You really, yeah.
He's talking about not having friends, blah, blah, blah. Like, he doesn't want anyone to see him like this. You have somebody who keeps showing up, who wants to be there for you, who wants to support you.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know.
Let him be there to support you.
I thought it was going to go on for a lot longer, actually.
I did too. I thought it was going to be at least next episode until...
It was resolved very quickly.
It was.
A lot of things were resolved really quickly during this episode.
You're right. We did have a lot of things that I felt like could have went on longer, but they didn't, which kind of scares me for next episode. Like, what's going to blow up next episode?
Well, the preview makes it look like everything is fine and dandy, but as we all know,
it's not exactly like that.
Not exactly.
So we want to remind everybody real quick, too, if you are listening to us on iTunes, to make sure to rate us 5 stars and comment. And if you're watching us on YouTube, also give us 5 stars or thumbs up. Sorry, thumbs up. And comment down below.
We'll read your comments.
We'll read your comments, yes, and respond. Let's get into some predictions.
Okay.
And now,
So
your
scary.
AfterBuzz TV.
It's not even Halloween.
Okay, so with the previews, it looks like Leo and April are going to get hot and heavy in the swimming pool.
So quick, you guys.
So quick. Going right back to it.
Right.
And then it looks like Dominic is getting mad.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a feeling that what... oh my gosh, I'm totally drawing a blank. What Beth said to Dominic is going to have like a reaction to him, and he is going to like try and contact April and say like, I'm sorry, let's be friends, and she's going to be like, no.
It's like, see you later, I got Leo now.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of think so. But I kind of also think that she's not going to just dismiss him. Yeah. Like, she's going to try and be friends with him, too. But, I don't know. I kind of, like, after watching that preview, it seems like he's going to want to try and get back with her.
Ooh, I wonder if she has them both fighting over her again.
Well, obviously, Leo's going to win her heart over.
I don't know. Also, really quick at the end, George was meeting with a financial guy who you mentioned is in San Francisco, a job probably.
Yeah.
How do we feel about him, like, taking off, like, leaving the whole family?
I think he's going to leave, but then he's going to come back very quickly. Like, he's going to realize that this wasn't the right, like, decision to move to another city for another job across the country. I think he's going to come back, but it won't be easy to get back into the family's good graces as it was before when April had cancer.
I might have to agree with that, but I think that he is going to realize that he needs his family. They are his family. He needs to be with them.
Right.
And when he comes back, Sara and him are going to confess their love to the whole family.
And come out publicly.
Yes. I think that would be great.
I think so too. What about Natalie? What do you think is going to happen with her?
I think because of the ending, and we saw her in with the doctor saying, you're all clear, everything's good to go. So as soon as April needs a donor, you're the match. I think... And she's staying another couple days. I think that's going to I think maybe what April said to her in the very last hallway scene probably stuck with her. And that's why she went back and did it. And I have a feeling that the two of them might have a little heart-to-heart next episode.
I don't know. It seemed like April was spending a lot of time with Leo.
That's true. How's she gonna have that much time on her hands?
Maybe Natalie will just have more of a heart-to-heart with Brenna. Because we did say that she seems like she connects with her a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Ooh, I wonder if Brenna and her are gonna become super close now.
I can see that happening. They're so much alike.
So much alike. It's gonna be interesting, you guys.
This is very interesting. I cannot wait.
Tweet us your thoughts and predictions on next episode. And Michelle, where can they find you on social media?
They can find me on Twitter and Instagram at _MichelleFee.
And you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Heather Joy Smith. And we will see you guys back here next Tuesday. Have a great week.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.